Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 6 of a horror tutorial. This is going to be a very quick, well, probably a very quick episode. We're just going to be looking at our Character Creator 3. This is a paid bit of software that you can find online. The reason we're using this is just to change our character model quickly, because I want to do all the movements and the kind of crouching and things like that, but I don't want to do it all to the Unreal mannequin and then have the issue of trying to do everything all over again and wasting time, essentially. So I thought I'd do this now, get it out of the way. So this is essentially Character Creator 3. You can get a trial of this and all that sort of good stuff, but we're going to come up to our base first. And on the left hand side here you'll see full body. Click on full body, and we're just going to go for a basic male pose. So double click and it should hopefully just take you straight through to changing the character model. It might take, a few minutes, but it'll come up with this. Again, you probably can't see this because I'm capturing just the window, but it just says apply avatar preset. Click apply, and it'll carry on changing your model. Let's have a look. Again, this might just take 30 seconds to a minute just to change it over for you. Once it's done, you'll have this lovely man bra and thong. You can get rid of these, like so. And just to save his modesty, what we'll do is we'll just put on some pants for him. It's called underwear on here because it's an American bit of software. There we go, just to save his modesty a little bit. Okay, so you've got I had to look this up because a lot of it is different, but if you want to maneuver around on this top bar, you can do so just by changing a lot of these presets. Here, I'll zoom in and things like that for you as well. Okay, scrolling the mouse wheel will also zoom in and out for you as well, just to make your life easier, so you don't have to keep changing back and forth. So the next thing we want to do is go back onto body, and we're also going to go to full body morph. You can pick a lot of these preset values. If you want your washboard abs and things like that, you can go straight into that and do that. We're going to go add some hair for him. I'm thinking we're just going to add, we'll go for this one. I think this is one I bought. So there is other models you can buy. They range from different prices. This was just a cheap one. There we go, and that just automatically, just instantly just changes the look of him completely, without changing any of those facial features. So if you click on, again, using your pointer at the top there, you can pretty much, sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. This top bar, you've got this little pointer here, so you can either change moving things, or you can just click on separate things with this one. Make sure your morph is selected at this top right here where my mouse is down, and you can essentially just grab different pieces. If you don't want to mess around and have things too precise, you can kind of just play around with pulling these different areas in. So let's zoom in a bit. So for example, if I wanted my nose to be a little bit higher up, you can just pull it up. Or if I wanted it a bit thinner, maybe I'll put it to the left and just make it a bit thinner. You can also change things like the width of your lip brow. I think it's called your lip brow, I guess. You can do that. You can change to have like more fuller lips, thinner lips, things like that. And it doesn't just stop to the face. You can do things like the neck as well. Make him have a really thick neck or a thinner neck. And again, we'll just pull him down. You can even pull things like the hips out, the upper kind of torso as well. You can make it a bit thinner, make him look a bit scrawnier if you wanted to, kind of depending on what kind of character you're going for. But excuse me, sorry. But these preset values will literally just, it's the beginning, it's the start of creating just a very simple character within minutes, I'd say minutes. But having some sort of extra bits and pieces here will literally set you miles apart. Excuse me. Wow. You can even change things like his eye colours. So if you wanted, I don't know, like a nice hazel replace, there we go. It really does just give him already a bit more of a unique feel. And the other thing as well you can do is, so if you come into the skin, you can click on, let's have a look, sorry, let's click on special. So you got all these like kind of special meshes and things like that. Let's have a look. You've got things like you can give him some roughness if you wanted to. Let's just see what happens when I give him that. You've got things like blemishes, nails, skin details. I think some of those include things like scars and things like that. So if you want your character to have like an eye scar, for example, you can place that somewhere on his body. I've picked something. I've picked something very very slow apparently. Let's see what happens. Okay. Something's happening, but very slowly. There we go. Let's see. If you zoom in a bit more, yeah, it's had kind of like little red dotty blemishes and things like that. Oh, he's lost his pants again. If I unclick the editor, but on this right hand side, you actually can see it here. It's just got like 4 nose, 4 cheeks, and you can change all these factors. It depends on how long you want to take really to come up with a character. As we've only got sort of 10-15 minutes, I'm not going to waste too much time going through everything. But what else have we got? You can do makeup if you wanted to. So for example, I'm not going to double click on it because I don't want to add it, but you've got things like this tribal makeup paint. So if you were going for some sort of like jungle tribe kind of AI characters, you could set these up pretty quickly. What else? You've got things like dirt. You can have dirt in there, finger wipes. You could eye blood and paint. Loads and loads. You get the idea. There's loads of different things you can add to this character to make him look more unique if you want him to. And that brings us back to the clothes. So obviously we added these black boxes to him. Let's just go in and see if we can add, I don't know, kind of, it says punk t-shirt. No, not like that. So you can always replace, and it literally just click replace and it will replace these for you so quickly. It's really crazy, and it covers everything. And when you send this over to Unreal, all of this should come with it as well, nice and easily. Let's give him some biker jeans, why not? Normally I'd probably say create your own clothes at least to make them a little bit more unique, but as we're not going to be using this character, it's not for an actual game, it's just for our tutorial, it really doesn't matter. We can just shove him in here. Let's give him some, I don't know, let's give him some lovely brown boots to wear. And again, if you just grab hold of him, come down, you can just have a little look at him, see what you think. I think he looks fine for our purposes anyway. I think on this one I've got a punk belt I can add apparently. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so yeah, you've got this punk belt. I'm gonna probably get rid of that, to be honest, because it doesn't quite look right with the outfit we've gone for. But let's just delete it actually. There we go. What else have we got in here? We've got light armor, so we could give him, if you wanted, I don't know, like a Dark Souls feel to him, you could give him all that. Same for this sort of stuff. I must have got that free somewhere, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you get the general idea. You can kind of edit these characters to your liking, and within minutes, I mean, this has taken us probably no more than 10 minutes just to quickly whip together, and we've now got a finished model. So On this right hand side, if you go to modify, you want to go to attributes and convert to game base. We want it to be, now normally I'd be like, oh, it's got to be a single material, very low poly, but we're going to go for probably a little bit of a higher poly mesh, and I'm thinking we go for multi-material. Yeah, I think we'll go for that this time. That's fine, yeah. So just click OK to that, and then again, it shouldn't take ridiculous amounts of time, but you never know, sometimes it can just take a few minutes. If it does take any longer, I'll cut it down in the video. Hello, welcome back. We've now loaded in our character. One thing you probably can notice is that there is a little bit of messing around on the t-shirt. That's okay, it's not the end of the world. We grab our clicker. We should be able to move some aspects of it to the front. If I can't quite remember how to do it. Pull. That's what I was doing. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I'm slowly doing it. Just pull. So the way I did that was literally just go into, click on the actual mesh of the t-shirt, go to the attribute section, click edit mesh. It should already be set to, go to sculpt, and it should be set to pull. And I've just pulled that t-shirt upwards. Essentially, you can spin around, click back on your pointer, and just keep going until all the parts of your skin are hidden away. And that should reflect now when we pull it out of Character Creator and into Unreal. So just before we do that, let's just re-zoom out. Let's come out of this, I guess. Yeah, click the minus button, there you go. And then have one just final look at your mesh, and just make sure, say your mesh, your character should save, and just make sure nothing else is poking out where it shouldn't be. I think that looks pretty good to me. Okay, right. And then last but not least, all we've got left to do in this episode is just go to File. I always say save your project. And I also say save project as, so I get to name it. Let's just call it Horror Tutorial Series Character. Okay, save that. And then lastly, just come down to Export, come down to FBX Clothed Character, because we want this character to keep all his clothes. We want it to be ready for Unreal. And then all we need to do is go mesh, so you're only getting your mesh information. We don't need to worry about LODs, because again, we're only really going to be able to look at it from our player's perspective, so we only have that one level of design. And we want to embed textures. Do I want to do that? No, I don't think. I want to delete hidden faces, definitely. We'll leave all that information as default and just click export. An exported character cannot be imported back to Character Creator. That's fine. We're not going to be doing any changes to it once we've got it in place. So click OK to that. And then find wherever you want to save your character. I'm going to save it to my D drive. I'm going to call this, same again, Horror Tutorial Series Character. Okay. Excuse me. And it'll do what it needs to do. So once this is done, we'll be in the next episode, but we'll bring this into Unreal and set this as our character, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a little something unique to look at. We won't be looking at our standard Unreal mannequin. So thank you so much, guys. I'll leave this to run, but I'll let you guys go, and obviously if you have any issues, please put them in the comments. If not, I will see you on the next episode, raring to go. Thanks. Bye.